going to get matching haircuts, and then once we've done that, we're going to go and visit the Civic at the body shop to see how they're getting on with it. We got sent some pictures yesterday, and it looked pretty awesome. So we'll give you a walk around once we're there.
Matching hair. Rob's going to dye his ginger. Slight change of plan. So we're going to the body shop for see what they've done.
And as you can see, Dan has been driving my car fast, is what he said. The word he used to describe it was fast. My GoPro's been messing up a bit, so I don't know how much of well, you haven't seen anything because I just deleted it all. We went to see the car this morning, it looks wicked. Dan's well impressed with it. It's cold outside, so we're just sitting in here again, but I'll put some pictures here of what it looked like.
Cover my face.
We don't need to see you. And we're just about to go in, get some of the engine ancillaries cleaned up for dropping it back in when the car comes back from the body shop. So
we have been to the body shop and the car looks sick. We have chopped this dash off here, which did come out to about here. Chopped all that. We're not going to run the bottom section because it interferes with the shifter box. Rob's been sanding down the subframe ready for second coat paint. So yeah, things are coming on. Chopped down the inner tie rods. You have to buy them from Honda and they're about 110 quid a pair, or you can buy ones which are slightly too long and just chop them down a bit. So we've done that. Yeah, the alternator that I bought seems to be fucked, which is nice. Rob cut his finger and he cried about it. He's crying. Just spraying up the subframe at the moment. So Rob's been cleaning up our master cylinder, and we have bought this helical insert screw thing, and it came with this drill bit which is bent, which is really good. We need to drill out this for the alternator relocator. Bit worried that we're going to fuck it up. I don't know if you can see, it looks a bit five-sided. Need to clean up the engine after that and get that sprayed up. Need to clean up this gearbox. Doesn't look too bad. Block needs to be cleaned up a bit more before we're happy with that, so we can paint that. Been chopping down these tie rods and tie rod ends. Rob, what else have we done?
no, not really. Sprayed that thing black. Black.
What size do you want?
15mm.
You want a 15mm penis? Oh no, he's got a splinter in his penis. Rob wants me to show you his new headlights. He's got some facelift ones, I think.
They look much better now.
Rob's getting undressed.
Oh, I've got a little wet patch on my pants where I dribbled piss.
That's disgusting. So we've made a bit more progress. Cleaned up the inlet manifold. Just about to paint that. We're using this wrinkle black high temperature paint. We're going to do the rocker cover the same colour as the outside of the car. Obviously the engine block is going to go silver, so we've got a bit of contrast there. Rob's been cleaning up the throttle body. Looks really good. You don't look really good.
I look fucking beautiful.
It looks a right bell end. So yeah, just going to give this a couple of coats. Well, 3 coats it says on the tin. Leave that for 5 minutes. Workshop bottle opener. What are you doing?
Just mounted the new clutch master cylinder on the pedal assembly, but it doesn't work. As you pull it in, it gets to that point and the rod touches the inside of the master cylinder. So you have a sticky point there. So this needs to be bent ever so slightly this way, I think.
I'm having slightly more success. That'll do. So, as you can see, we've now got ones which are shorter because it would have been far too long, with more than enough adjustability in there. That should do the trick. What's going on?
Just wrinkling.
Rob's wrinkling, still. Surprised he's not bored yet. Got anything to say?
Dan's been recording for nearly 11 minutes. I bet it's the most boring thing you will ever watch. I do have to edit it, and I'm not looking forward to it really. What he's told you is partly the truth. I mean, he probably hasn't told you about all the things he's fucked up.
What have I fucked up?
Fucked up a lot of stuff. Nothing springs to mind.
Hold on a sec. Rob stripped this thread. Rob stripped the thread in the block. That's worse than anything that I've fucked up. What have I fucked up? I'm sure I've fucked a couple of things up.
You put a dent in the door.
I did put a dent in the... Well, actually, yeah, it was my fault, I suppose. I admit responsibility for that.
I did do that.
Because I am the bigger man.
I did the stripping of the block, which was the worst thing that either of us had probably done. I was on my own. I got angry and I cried. And now we're going home because I'm knackered, so see you later. We're on our way back to the workshop. We bought a new drill bit to drill the block because the one we had, we suspected it to be bent. So we've got a power steering and an alternator relocation kit, and one of the two bolt holes that attaches to the block with are unused normally, and to get a bolt in there was really hard because it was full of crap and dirt and it had oxidised and whatever. So when I was threading the old bolt in, it just stripped the thread out of the hole basically. So now we're having to drill it out, re-tap it, put a helicoil in it, and then hopefully we can use the original bolt. The intake manifold looks really good, nice and wrinkly. Should look good on a bright silver block. I'm scared it wasn't going to be warm enough in here to make it go wrinkly, but I think my efforts with the heat gun last night probably helped it on the way. What do you reckon?
Alright, suck yourself off.
I would if I could.
We've just got the tie rods and ends on the steering rack. Rob's just bolting it in. Yeah.
Why are they 14?
I don't know if you ever put one in. Don't put both of your tie rods and ends on the rack because you can't get it in. We left it like this. So you've got to make sure you do that the side for the pinion or whatever it's called for the connection to the column. Good progress.
Steering rack and subframe are all back together. That's what it looks like, pretty cool. Subframe's all painted. Yeah, obviously mounts welded on, bolted down. So there you go. Awesome. Dan is actually 15 years old, so he's going to skate this afternoon. So I haven't got anything to do, so I might actually wash the Accord or polish the headlights or have a wank. Snazzy.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to fuck this up.
Soon better.
What did you do with it? Where's the fuck one? You had it.
I had it, that's the problem, Dan. I had it, and what happens when I have things in my hand, they just go missing.
The bit that you just had, you normally find where you just had it. You don't normally find it, like, under the boot of your car or something like that. Rob just loses stuff.
I'll put it back.
But didn't remember that he put it back.
Dan doesn't put stuff back, you see, that's why he never remembers where it is. Dan saved the day.
First time ever, eh?
We managed to get the bracket mounted for the alternator, so I think we're just going to try and mock it up now actually and see if it actually fits. Which it should, there shouldn't be any issues with it. Got the alternator mounted up. Where these I don't know if you can see this, but where these bolt holes haven't been used for any accessories in the past, they've got so much crap in the holes. We've had to run a bolt in and out of it a few times, clean it out to get it mounted. This is how the alternator looks. Your water pump sits here. You have the water pump pulley here, and then you just run all your belts. So I think we're going to pop that on and check it out, but good so far.
So yet again, Rob has tidied something up which means that we can't find it. We found the little pin, but we cannot find the crank pulley. I still maintain that having a messy place, you know where everything is better than having something that's really tidy. We can't fucking find anything. Where's the crank pulley, Rob?
In one of these boxes.
Did you definitely tidy it away?
Yes. Put your fucking shit in the bin, for Christ's sake.
They weren't in the bin where they were supposed to be, but at least I knew where they were.
This is too good to pass up on, right? This was being blamed on me. Apparently it was me that tidied it away. As you probably just saw that actually. This is Dan's writing. EP3 bits needed. Oh look, they're all in there. So what have you got to say for yourself?
No, I didn't do that.
Just getting the belt on. This is what it looks like. You've got your idler pulley, your water pump, your crank pulley and your alternator pulley. Looks pretty good. If we were really gay, we could put the intake manifold on as well to see what it looks like.
Yeah, but it's still wet.
Is it really? We're just about to leave, but we thought we'd just bolt the intake manifold onto the engine to see what it looks like, and it looks pretty sick. There you go. K-tuned coupler, black. So really, once it's painted, you can't really see much of the block anyway, to be honest with you. But when we're next here, we're going to get everything pulled off again, get everything wire-walled back, and then get some silver sprayed down on it. Then after that, what we can do is we can bolt the new sump on, get all these bits and pieces put back on it, and then it's ready to drop back in the car once the car's back from having the engine bay painted. So looks really good. Look even better once we've obviously got the rocker cover refurbed. We do have an exhaust manifold as well. I suppose we probably really shouldn't put that on yet. Made some good progress this weekend actually, surprisingly. Subframe's all back together. Master cylinder and servo are all painted up and ready to be put back on. In theory, once the car comes back, we will just be able to drop a lot of this stuff in and then put it all back together really. I mean, our plan is to put the doors, the windows, the boot seal, everything in to stop any crap getting in it because it's quite dusty down here. So, and then we'll drop it all back in. It feels like we've done not a lot for quite a long time now, so seeing this all going back together is quite exciting, and it'll be even better once we get everything back in the car. Don't think there are really many hurdles that we're gonna come across. The only thing we can think about is wiring at the moment because neither of us are very good at that. We need the right loom. So yeah, still going pretty smoothly so far. Well, for once rather than so far. Yeah, catch you next week.
It looks tiny in a big place. Mine looks tiny in a small place.
It's in, we're about to leave it. Imagine it will end up looking like this at some point.